Hey guys, I'm just about to enter on this trade. 2, 1, and buy the market. All right, I am currently long. I am long in this position right now. You guys saw me just purchase this over here. This is a buy signal that just got illuminated. And you know, I'm just going to go for a few $100s this morning. Nothing crazy, nothing out of this park. But you know what? I like this setup. And why do I like this setup, you guys? Take a look at this. 1 and 2 minute time frame is completely all green. You know, this background's green, profit wave is green, bullish candle, money's flowing back in. You take a look, 2 steps back, left, and money's still flowing in. So perfect. You know, what is the potential profit on this trade? You know, if we run up somewhere close to here, 10, 12 points, I wouldn't be upset with 10 to 12 points. You know, that'd be awesome. You know, currently off $400, $500 for this morning. That's really good. So not every day is going to be $1,000, $2,000 or $5,000 to $7,000. You know, those trades are awesome. Do they happen? Absolutely. They happen all the time. But you know what? Some of these quicker scalp trades are okay as well. And how do you manage a trade like this? Well, what I want to look for is, you know, I really like the profit wave as my stop loss and things like on this too. You know, I like to be able to look at when you have momentum shifting and everything kind of coming back up here to top. This is a great spot to be able to look for that continuation higher. You know, if it comes down and it closes below the profit wave, that's okay. We'll just look to be getting out of that trade at the end of that candle. But if it stays within it, totally fine. It's okay. You know, like this signal right here, you know, this was just one that, you know, looking left, take a look at this. What was happening with this? Money momentum was actually shifting out of the market when you had this buy signal here. So this was just one signal that was just invalid, you know, just end up coming up. You want to be able to get out of this and then reverse your position, or just wait for another trade setup to come and be able to capitalize on it. So it is completely okay. So if you end up getting into a losing trade, don't ever feel like it's, oh, that's at the end of the day, I have to stop and that's like, it's just done. You know, look for another quality setup. You know, if you get 2 losing trades back to back, call it a day. But a lot of times what you'll notice is, you know, what I like to do too on the 1 minute time frame is if you look for a trade setup and something isn't there, you come back 5 to 10 minutes later, you're probably going to have a setup, right? So just be diligent with that and be like, okay, just manage positions correctly. And you know, something like this too. Look at this. If this ends up closing, this has about a minute left on here. If this closes below here, I'm just going to take it out, take it for a loss. And it's okay, and you guys are going to see that. So currently down right now about $100 on the trade. It's okay. It's totally okay. If you get these buy signals like this and it just doesn't work out, it's all right. What you want to do is you just want to reverse your position. And something else too that I'll show you guys is just really good risk management. There we go. So this is come back up, 32. There's our push a little bit more. At the end of the candle, what I like to see is where's the white dot that ends at the end of the time frame. Not so much the price action that's going on within that time, but where's the white dot at the end? And this one right now looks like it is going to be pushing back up a little bit more. Really nice. Let's see how we end with this. 13 seconds left. Stay here live with you guys. Of course, I want to do as much of this as I possibly can live so you can see exactly what is Justin doing here. It's nice to see other people having success and seeing past accounts and everything, but how do you actually manage a proper trade like this? Okay, here we go. Candle illuminated, finished here, above the profit wave, brighter color on green, money momentum shifting up. Everything is valid. So what do? You just wait. Wait for this candle to close. If this candle that we're on right now ends up pushing up, great. We'll go ahead and push it up. If it gets anywhere into this top section here, I'll just look at closing it out. Quick little scalp trade for the day. And then I'll be done. Let's see if that pushes what we're getting right now. That'd be really nice. And if it ends up coming the opposite way, closing below, you just exit out. And you look for the next trade. Guys, trust me, I don't have a 100% win rate at all. I mean, I know I've shown you guys a 100% win rate passing 550K accounts multiple times. Yes, it has happened. But you know, overall, if I have to be super realistic with you guys, my win rate is probably closer to about 75 to 80%. And that's just being super real. It's not 100%. You know, it's something where you can dramatically increase your win rate percentage if you know what you're looking for. But there we go. Look at that, guys. That's a strong candle here, forming another bullish candle as well. This is either going to push up and we're going to see a really good push to the upside, or this is going to come flying back down and it's going to take out these lows and come way down and probably test the 200 EMA. Look at that right as I say that. Isn't that funny, you guys? Okay, so doji candles. What do you guys know with me in doji candles? Do I like doji or not? I do not like doji candles. Doji candles are basically just a big indecision in the market that's saying, I don't know what the heck's going on. So if I don't know what's going on and the market is telling me it doesn't know what's going on, what do? If you are ever in this situation and you're fluttering around your entry price, right? If you're fluttering around here and you get the opportunity to close it out for break even or in profit until you get the actual decision candle, you probably want to just exit out of that trade and wait for confirmation in that direction. So what am I going to do here with you guys? I'm literally, if this comes back up here and gets into this top green section, I'm just going to close it out and just call it a day and be like, okay, I'm not going to force the market because I don't know where it's going to go. I just want to get out of it because indecision is not something I like to play. Because what happens typically with indecision, more times than not, I've seen it go the opposite way that I want it to go, and I don't like that. So like right here, you guys, 38 seconds left, right? Let's take a look. This one's coming back down. At the end of candle close, if this ends up not working out, I'll go ahead and just close this out, and it'll be totally okay. And you guys will see a loss on here. So currently about 200. Yeah, this is just going the opposite way. So what I tell you guys too, some of your biggest trades are on the opposite side of a well-managed loser. So how are we going to do this? Let's just manage a well-managed loser and not fight the market. So we got 11 seconds left, 10 seconds left. Let's see if we can get a push back up here real quick. Nope, it just wants to keep going down. That is okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get that push. What am I going to do? I'm going to exit this, right? So if we keep at 1600, right? Exit, and I'm going to flip my position. Okay? You guys saw that, right? 1600 down, and let's see what we do now. Don't ever fight a position, just run with it. So if you get into a trade like this, and it doesn't work out, close it, follow your principles, and then if you end up getting the reversal, instead of adding to your position, just flow with it. So what do I'll do here? If I end up getting close to that 1600, that I end up just taking a loss on over here, combined with all 5 accounts, right? Closer to about $400 per account, then I'll just go ahead and exit this out. And we want to stay within this. This is a reversal trade coming back down. What I like about this, money momentum shifting down. We've got our strong red candle. Money momentum is showing well, and profit wave is good. So I just want to stay within this trade. So we'll stay within this reversal position and see exactly how this pans out. And this is just going to show you good risk management on a losing trade. And this is a live trade. I'm doing this live right now with you guys. Take a look. Go back to your charts. Go back to your charts right this time at 8:07. And you'll see exactly the analysis around here, why I exited out of this, and now why I reversed this position here. And hopefully we can see a big push to the downside. So I'm just going to stay here live with you guys and see exactly how this ends up panning out. And then I will hopefully be able to close this trade out as a profitable one to the downside. And hopefully make up the amount that we end up just taking the loss on for, or I took the loss on that one there. And you know what? It'll be an okay day. So let's keep an eye on here and update you guys and see exactly how this ends up panning out. To make this a little bit easier, I ended up actually just putting this red line on here. It looks like we're getting that push that we needed to come a little bit lower to manage this reversal trade. And it's coming out from that first one that we end up losing. I just want to see if we can capitalize on the same amount. So you guys take a look over here. This is about $600-700 right now. This will need to push down quite a bit here further, probably closer into these areas here to make back the first one that we did. And you know, if you end up getting into a losing trade on your first one in the day, you know, it's okay. You know, I always say, like, if you're anywhere between like $50 to $100 of break even for the day, that's really successful. It's really good. You know, so you just want to stay within that and just follow your metrics to a T and say, okay, as long as everything is just heading in that same direction, you just want to stay with it. And so far what I like about this is you guys see how money momentum is still shifting out. That's really good on the bottom dashboard. The 1 minute and 2 minute time frame is all completely still bearish. So completely solid bearish. The other thing too is see how this mouth of this profit wave is actually getting bigger and bigger. You know, the bigger the profit wave, the bigger the movements can move. Now that's where you can see these flush downs. And I mean, this is set to, what are we over here? About 5 points each. I mean, 5, 10, 15, 20 points coming down here is not impossible to hit closer to this 200 EMA on the 1 minute time frame. We're going to be looking at closing out a trade like that, right? So just to recap this real quick, while we've done this is, you know, entered into a trade, end up not working, closing out, reverse the position, and now we're end up going short. And this is a reversal trade. And we're just playing the profit wave. The profit wave is all solid red, so we just want to stay with that. Your target is going to be, if you look left, you know, this had a big run up this morning. Awesome. Well, does it have a lot of movement to come down if it wants to continue? Absolutely. So that's okay too. So just staying here with you guys and kind of showing you all this is what I would like to show the transparency with on this channel, and to show a little bit of everything. So there's $600. I want to see this push down. You know, if we get anywhere close to this area here, about 22,040, I would like this as a spot to be able to close out of this. But I want to stay here and show you guys a live exit on this if we end up getting this push down, so you can see it done here live. All right, guys, here's that push that we needed to see coming down, about $1,100 right now on this trade. If you guys do remember, just a quick second ago, end up having to close this one out for about $1,600 total. That was $400 per account. So anything close to $400 or $1,600 here is going to give us a break even for the day, which for me is completely fine, and I'll be really happy with that. You know, max I ever trade in a day is just 2 trades. You know, if I take a loser on the first one, I want to go for a second one, and if I can get that, absolutely amazing. So here we go, guys. Just keep an eye over here. This is $1,200 to $1,300. So $1,600, again, where are my targets on this? If we can shoot down to this area, this would be really good. Could it potentially give us more than $1,600? Yeah, it could give us more than $1,600, but again, for me, I'd rather just get back to break even and say, you know what? A break even day for me is a winning day, and that is really successful. And I think that will just show you guys actually really good risk management here as well. So we are at about, what, 1,200 right now? Come on, flush down. I know you can do this. Flush down. Give us the profit here. You have room to go. You definitely have room to go here. So I know this can happen. There we go. Come on. Come on down. There we go. Another strong bearish Hiekin Ashi candle. That's really nice to show there. Just fluttering around 1,000 right now. 1,000 to 1,100, 900. Just staying in, following the profit wave. Go and blow this up for you guys a little bit more so you guys can see exactly what's going on. There we go. 1,300, 1,400, 1,500. What do we get? What was it? 1,600, you guys? I think it was 1,600. So, yeah, anything right in this area would be perfect. And keep an eye over here. 1,475. All right. One little bit more. Pushing down. And this will be the exact moment to close out. And this would be great. Remember, anything that's even close to it, you know, if you're plus or minus $100 on these trades, that's going to be completely fine. And I wouldn't mind that at all. But I do want to see it come down a bit further. Could it reverse and come all the way back up? Sure. As it might do right now in front of us. But again, profit wave. Play the profit wave. Profit wave is like this, and this is showing strong momentum to the downside. If this is really wide, just stay within that trade. Stay within it. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. One of my favorite songs. I'm starting to watch more cartoons, you guys. Having a daughter, a 2.5-year-old. What I'm realizing is I actually like a lot of these movies. Moana, I'm not kidding you guys. Moana is probably one of my favorite cartoon movies of all time. Alright, getting that push back up a little bit. Come on, we need to stay within this. Shoot back down. Shoot back down. I do nothing. I'm going to do nothing. My momentum still below the 50. That's showing great momentum. We can still see push lowers. This is my entry. This is where we're currently at. Come on back down. There we go. Not showing strong momentum up. Fake out to the upside. And this is where the push can come lower. There we go. $1,000, $1,100. Yeah, this is the push right here. I'm just feeling it inside. This is the push that's going to come down and probably hit closer to these levels here. And you guys will be able to see this live right in front of me. There's 1,200. There is... Come on. Come on. Stop fluttering around. Just go the direction you want to go. You know you're going to go short. You know you're going to go down further. You have to. Everything's telling me you're going to go down. Come on. Keep it going. $1,000. So right now, you guys look at this. So $1,000. Actually, 1,100. 1,200. This is the thing. Sometimes you just got to sit on your hands and be like, you know what? Follow the rules. This is going to pan out. It's going to be completely fine. And if it ends up coming the opposite direction, it's okay. We are getting a lot of doji candles though, right? So take a look at this. A lot of doji candles around here. So that is something that I don't like. You guys know me and doji candles. Sometimes it can be indecision candles with an overall continuational trend. And that's where I like to use the profit wave as an overall directional bias opinion of where it's heading. But also looking at candle close and where the white dot is closing that candle close is really important. So, 25 seconds left on here. And if we end up breaking below this level of support, this is where we can drop down further. And we got about 18 to 17 seconds left. So let's just stay here live. Stay here live. Show you guys this trade. Hopefully we can pan it out. There we go. $1,500, $1,600, $1,700. Guys, let's go break even. Oh, right as I do that, right? Of course. Right as I try to close it. There we go. 16, 17, done. There you go. Break even. So what do? How do we manage a break even day, in my opinion, which is actually a winning day? If you get into a trade, just know that it's okay. If you get into a winner, manage it. If it comes around, switch your position. Switch your position, play it down, and if you can get the opportunity to make back the money that you just lost for a break even day, fantastic. I mean, let's take a look. How was today? Actually today ended up $10 or $20, so down up 20 bucks. Okay. Fantastic. That's okay. We're going to have really good winning days, but sometimes we're going to lose trades, and I'd like to be able to show you guys that too. But you just saw it live here, managed a losing trade and then a winning trade back to back. So to recap this real quick, you guys. If you get into a trade and it's not a winning one to start with, just reverse your position, stay with that profit wave, and just know that the market has different directions, and it's completely fine. I'll let you guys know if you guys want to follow along with this. All these metrics are available for lifetime access. You never pay monthly service fees ever. $99 is lifetime. Also, live every Tuesday and Thursday. Ron, one of my affiliates, goes live over every buy and sell signal, and a lot of people are making a lot of money from these platforms. Of course, this is not like a buy-sell platform. I want this more as an educational platform to be able to see kind of like what I was just doing there live, live market conditions, live entries, live exits. How do you manage trades? So hope you guys find a lot of education in this video, but more than education, just transparency. To know, what, Justin does take losing trades, but if he takes a losing trade, how do you manage it and turn it around and make it a successful, at least break even day? So thank you guys for following. I love you all. Let's have a great rest of this week. Take care.